How do you actually make people like you? A lot of people watching this video probably believe that there is nothing we can actively do to make others like us. They think we are who we are, and if people like us, then good, and if they don't, then there's nothing we can do about it. This is a very common mistake. The interesting part, and what I want to prove in this video, is that we can make anyone, literally anyone, like us, just by following a few simple principles. What I'm going to talk about in this video is not something we usually learn. It's not taught in school, so chances are you're going to learn a lot of new things today. The 5 principles I'll share turned me from a shy, low-confidence teenager into a confident person who actively makes new friends. These principles come from the fantastic book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. They will help you know what to say when meeting new people, and they will serve as a foundation of tools you can use to make others like you. As I go through these principles, try to visualize how you can apply them in your own life, whether that's at school, at work, with friends, or at home with your family. This will help you understand and remember them better. Principle 1. Encourage other people to talk about themselves. For those of you who don't know, a while ago I found myself in a situation where I had to interact with people I didn't know very well. I used to be the type of person who stayed quiet in conversations because I never knew what to say, and I was always afraid of sounding awkward. One day, I was sitting next to someone during a long wait. The silence was uncomfortable, and normally, I would have just taken out my phone and avoided the interaction completely. But then I remembered a principle I had read about. Encourage other people to talk about themselves. Instead of trying to impress or say something clever, I simply asked a question about what they were doing with their life. Almost instantly, their face lit up. They started talking about their work, their interests, and how they got into it. I barely said anything, yet the conversation lasted for a long time. What surprised me the most was what happened afterward. The next time we met, they greeted me warmly, as if we were already friends. I hadn't done anything special. I hadn't told any amazing stories. I had just listened. The truth is, we are all deeply interested in ourselves. That's human nature. We love talking about our experiences, our goals, and our struggles. So when you give someone the opportunity to talk about themselves and you genuinely listen, you make them feel important and valued. That's why this principle works so well. So the next time you don't know what to say in a conversation, remember, Principle 1. Encourage other people to talk about themselves. Principle 2. Give sincere and honest compliments. This next principle can make almost anyone like you instantly, and that is to give sincere and honest compliments. There was a study done years ago on runaway wives. What do you think they found to be the main reason wives ran away? It was a lack of appreciation. We often forget to give others appreciation because we're so busy thinking about ourselves. But by giving someone an honest compliment, we can make their entire day, or even their entire week. We all want to feel important in our own little world. We don't like cheap, insincere flattery, but we do crave genuine appreciation. So let's treat others the way we want to be treated. We love receiving compliments, so let's make others feel good by giving sincere ones. When should we do this? How often? Where? The answer is all the time, everywhere. Let's try this together. I want to create a positive butterfly effect using this principle. If 100,000 people watch this video and each person gives one sincere compliment today, we will have made over 100,000 people happy. After recording this video, I'm going to give someone I know a sincere compliment. And after watching this video, you're going to do the same. Principle 3. The best way to win an argument is to avoid it completely. 9 times out of 10, an argument ends with both people becoming even more convinced that they are right. We can't really win an argument, because if we lose, we lose. And if we win, we still lose. Why? Imagine you completely overpower someone in an argument and prove that they're wrong. You might feel good, but what about the other person? You've made them feel inferior. You've hurt their pride. You've made them feel stupid. So don't argue with people. It only creates negative feelings. The next time an argument starts, try to calm it down. Be objective. Look for things you can agree on instead of focusing on winning. Remember, you can never truly win an argument. Principle 4. Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. We need to remember that even when people are wrong, they don't believe they are. Criticizing them won't help. It's what everyone does. If you want to be wise, try to understand them instead. There is always a reason why someone thinks and acts the way they do. Try to honestly put yourself in their position. Ask yourself, how would I feel? How would I react if I were in their shoes? Doing this will save you a lot of time, stress, and irritation. Principle 5. Smile. This last principle may be the simplest and the most important. Actions speak louder than words, and a smile says, I like you. You make me happy. I'm glad to see you. That's why dogs are so popular. They're always happy to see us. And naturally, we're happy to see them. A baby's smile has the same effect. The power of a smile is incredible. But what if you don't feel like smiling? Then force yourself to smile. If you're alone, whistle or sing. Act as if you're already happy, and that will often make you feel happier. Everyone in the world is seeking happiness, and there's only one sure way to find it: by controlling our thoughts. Happiness doesn't depend on external conditions. It depends on internal ones. Smile at the next person you interact with, and you'll see how much impact a single smile can have. We've now gone through 5 principles that can help make other people like us. The more we use them, the more people will like us, and the more natural they will become. Let's remember what we talked about earlier. Let's create a positive wave. Go out and make someone you know happy today by giving them a sincere compliment. Let's do it now. That's all I have to say in this video. I'm out.